What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Lemon Chris video. Today we're trying to beat every single Cuphead boss blindfolded. This video was really hard to make and I had to come up with some crazy strategies, so enjoy. Okay, so yes, first of all, this is me right here in the corner. Please don't make fun of me, I just woke up, okay? But anyway, let me explain the rules. Rule 1. Every boss must be defeated blindfolded. Rule 2. I'm allowed one genie wish per Inkwell aisle. And that is pretty much it. So, let's go to the first boss. So I actually forgot to record all my preparation for this boss. So I'm just going to go over my early strategy and then my new strategy. So my first strategy was to listen for every time he would hit the floor, he'd make this like gulping sound, I don't know. And after I think 2 of them, I would dash to the other side of the map. And then after 2 more, I would dash to the other side of the map and just try to track him that way. This is what the gulping would sound like. I could also know when he was going to do his like little face pop out thingy, because it wouldn't make a gulp sound, but it should have made a gulp sound, so I would know to duck. This strategy really wasn't that good, because I would either lose track of him or just miscount how many dashes I did or how many times I hurt him. Knowing this wouldn't work, I had to update my strategy, so instead of moving around the whole map, I would just stay in the right corner, and after I heard his gulping sound 4 times, I would dash out of the corner, and then after I heard it again, I would dash back into the corner and keep shooting my roundabouts. I would use the same strategy for the second phase, and for the third phase, I would just run back and forth shooting crack shot, and anytime I heard him start coming down, I would just dash out the way. Using this strategy and a little bit of luck, I got this run.
A great slam and then some. Here goes.
Holy crap, holy crap.
Holy crap, holy crap.
Oh my god, I did it! Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I did it! Oh my gosh.
Yo. Oh, and by the way, this is the blanket I used for the whole video, so it's a pizza blanket. And there's really no way I can like 100% prove that I can't see through this blanket, but I can hold it up to the camera. So this is me holding it literally straight on the camera. But there's literally no way I can 100% prove that I can't see through this blanket, or I didn't just like put my face over pre-recorded gameplay, so you're just gonna have to trust me, I guess. But yeah, but in the end, Goopy Legrand only took me 3 attempts. Our next boss on the list is the Root Pack. The Root Pack has 3 main phases. The first phase you're seeing on screen right now is this potato shoots balls at you, you just gotta jump over them. The second phase is this onion that cries and drops tears from the sky that you have to dodge. And the third phase is this psychic carrot that shoots psychic beams at you and has these psychic little mini carrots to try to get you. So here's my strategy for this boss. First phase, you can hear when the potatoes are coming out. It makes a little audio noise. I'll play it right now. So I knew every time I heard this noise, I had to jump to dodge his attack. And after 4 shots, he would speed up, and you can catch on to the pattern. For the second phase, all I would do is go straight to the corner, spam roundabout, and spam Miss Chalice's invincible roll, and just hope I get lucky and dodge some of the teardrops. The last phase is kind of like Goopily Grand. I would just walk back and forth from the sides of the screen, shooting crack shot to kill all of the carrots that are coming at me, and whenever I heard his psychic attack coming, I would dash out the way. Putting this all together, I got this run.
A great slam and then some. You're up.
Oh my god, I did it too. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Wait, this could be possible. In the end, the root pack took me 7 attempts. The next boss we have on our list is Cagney Carnation. Now with 2 out of the 3 bosses in Inkwell all at 1 down, the difficulty of these bosses starts getting pretty hard. This boss has 2 different phases. The first phase has a bunch of different attacks that I'll go over, and the second phase only has a couple. The first attack I'll be going over is his seed shot. When he does this attack, he shoots seeds into the sky, and then they fall down to the floor, and the different colors do different things. The purple one spawns a little plant on the ground that if you step on it will hurt you. The blue ones spawn the same thing but just in the sky so they can move around. And the pink one's the worst one because it spawns a little brain thingy at the top of the screen and periodically it shoots you. You can tell when he's doing this attack because it makes this sound. He can also shoot a boomerang across the top of the screen that when it leaves the screen it'll come back on the bottom of the screen. And then he can also shoot 3 seeds at you, which you just have to dodge. His last attack for phase 1 is when he shoots his face either at the top or the bottom of the screen. Now, let's move on to the second phase. In the second phase of this boss fight, Cagney Carnation shoots a line of thorns throughout the bottom of the screen, making so you can only stand on the 3 floating platforms. After doing this, Cagney Carnation would randomly choose some of the platforms to shoot thorns up and also shoot pollen at you. Now that we know all about this boss, let me show you my strategies. My first strategy was to sit at the back of the map and spam roundabout, hoping it would take out all the minions and deal enough damage to Cagney Carnation to get him to the second phase. Now the one problem with this is that I couldn't really kill the brain thingy that good, so I would just take a bunch of damage to it and ultimately lose. To fix this, I switched to crack shot so it could target all the minions, and when the minions weren't on screen, it could still do a lot of damage to Cagney Carnation. The boomerang attack was by far the easiest one to dodge because it would make a loud whooshing sound, and most commonly the boomerang was followed by the 3 seeds, so I would know that after the boomerang I needed to jump. Now the face attack does have an audio sound, but you cannot tell if he's going up or down, so my strategy was to stand at the back, and whenever I heard this audio sound, I would do my double jump and dash to stall in the air as long as possible to dodge both up and down. Doing this allowed me to get to the second phase very consistently. My strategy for this second phase was to first have my super art, because my super art gives me invincibility frames, allowing me to dodge one attack. After this, I would just keep shooting my crack shot, and if I heard any vine noise, I would just use my double jump and try to time it properly, because you can dodge it, but it's really hard to time it right. Putting this all together, here were some of my runs.
A great slam and then some. It's on.
What?
Good day for a swell battle. It's on.
And then finally, I got this run.
It's on.
Oh my god, I did it! Oh my god, I did it! Yeah. In the end, Cagney Carnation took me 16 attempts. Now at this point, there was 2 remaining bosses, Hildeberg and Ribbian Croaks. Now with my 1 genie wish, I had to pick between this blimp or this god-awful slot machine. Now the question is, would I want to suffer through random RNG, or would I have to suffer through a plain level? And I picked suffer through the slot machine. So, here is Ribbian Croaks. Alright, first let's talk about this boss. This boss has 3 different phases. The first phase, they are both on the same side of the screen, shooting projectiles at you. I forgot their names, so I'm just going with the short one and the tall one. So the short one shoots fists at you, they have to dodge, they go in a pyramid pattern, and they make a audio sound whenever he's doing it. I'll play that right now. So whenever I heard this noise, I would know to jump and then duck, and then I would just count how many times I heard it, and then I would jump whenever it would be at the bottom again and just keep ducking. Now the tall one would shoot out flies at the top of the screen that you would have to shoot or they would hit you. In my opinion, the second phase, at least blindfolded, is way harder than the third phase because I feel like the third phase is more RNG based and this is just painful. In the second phase, the short one runs across the screen to the other side, so one is on each side, and the one on the right becomes a fan and blows you towards the left side, and the other one shoots these little bouncing balls from top to bottom, and it's just so horrible. The last phase, what you're seeing on screen right now, is the slot machine. You spin the slot machine and it stops on one of 3 things, either snakes, lion, or bull, and this is basically where all the RNG comes into place because the snake one is much easier than all the other ones combined, at least blindfolded, so if I don't get the snakes, I'm basically screwed. Now, let's go over my strategies for this boss. My first strategy was to just sit at the back and spam crack shot to take out the minions, and whenever I heard the fist coming, I would just jump over them, and I would just keep doing this until I got through the first phase. Now the second phase is where all of the real problems started. Now the thing about the second phase that made it the worst phase in the whole boss fight to do, at least blindfolded, was this fan. With this fan, I could not tell where I was at all during this phase, and usually I would end up inside of the short guy and I would just die instantly. I tried so many different things to stay alive during this phase. I tried using my super art to get it out the way, but then I wouldn't have it for the last phase, which I needed it for. I tried timing Miss Chalice's invincible dashes. I tried to time whenever I would hear his ball come out, I would try to dodge it, but I literally just could not solve this second phase. So you ask, Chris, how did you do it? I didn't. So if you know about Cuphead, Ribby and Croaks in the first phase actually have 2 separate hitboxes. And using a certain shot called the converge shot, you could hit both of these hitboxes at the same time, doing lots of damage. And while experimenting with the converge shot, I did this. Yep, that's right, I skipped the second phase of the boss fight. Spamming the converge shot and using my super art allowed me to skip the second phase and go straight to the third phase. This was amazing because if I did the first phase perfectly, I would have 4 health going into the last phase, which I needed because I needed to damage boost through at least one of the slot machine runs. Using all of this, these are some of my runs.
Slam and then some. You're up.
Bro.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin!
Oh my gosh, wait. No! 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 No.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
Hang on. Bro, come on. That was the last. Oh, I was all the way back there. And then I finally got snakes. Oh my gosh. Please. Yes! Oh my god, I did it! Holy crap. Oh. Oh my gosh, bro. In total, Ribby and Croaks took me 29 attempts. And now for the final boss, Hildeberg. So now that I'm editing this, I kind of see that my face cam is obstructing where I usually would hang out during this boss fight, but it should be fine because this boss fight's not that interesting. I used my Genie Wish, so it really didn't take that long. But I'm still gonna go over the boss real quick, and then I'm gonna go over my strategy, which is basically just stay up there the whole time. So I'm pretty sure this boss has 6 different phases, which sounds like a lot, but they're really short, so it's not that bad. Her first phase, she's just chilling as her blimp form. She shoots like her laughs at you, and then these little guys come on screen and try to shoot you. They make a little noise, so you know when to dodge. I'll put that right now. So basically, whenever I heard this noise, I knew I had to move away from where I was, and then move back after like a second or two. After doing enough damage, she would shoot herself from the right to the left side of the screen and become a constellation. The first one is always the bull, which is always the easiest. And also, if you're getting this glitch where when she's supposed to be going into her final form, she just stays like this for like 30 seconds, turn off VSync, and then that'll fix it, by the way. But anyway, back to the boss fight. This bull will periodically make a noise and then charge the left side of the screen with its horns. I'm just going to stay on the top the entire time, so this attack really doesn't affect me at all, because it's really just not going to hit me. The attack you just saw on screen was her tornado attack. She gets this after you defeat the bull, and you just have to go small to dodge this attack and do a little circle motion, and that's basically it. After doing enough damage, she then turns into one of two different constellations, either this guy on screen right here, this guy with the bow, or she can turn into these two ladies. I'm only going to go over to the two ladies because if I got the guy during a run, I would just lose the game. So, yeah. What these two ladies would do is they would shoot this ball in the middle of the screen, and the ball would shoot projectiles, either starting at the top or bottom, and going either in a counterclockwise or a clockwise motion. Now, I was somewhat able to dodge this attack, just because if I didn't get hit in the first 2 seconds of it being active, I knew which way to go, because if I didn't get hit, then it means it's going a certain way that's not towards me. I kind of realize that makes no sense, but you'll see. After the two ladies, you just go right back to her blimp form with the tornadoes and the, her laughs and stuff. And then after this, she would turn into her final phase, the moon. Now honestly, the moon was not that bad, especially if I didn't get hit that much, because I would still have like 6 HP by the time she like turned into her moon form. So it really wasn't that hard. My strategy was just to save my super art to bomb her, and then use all the invincibility frames to just do as much damage to her as possible. There are these like UFOs and their stars, but it just really didn't matter because I had so much HP. So after all of that, here's the run. Yes, okay. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, finally. This took so much longer than it should have. Oh my gosh, bro. And there you have it. All of the bosses in Inkwell Isle 1 done, completely blindfolded. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It was very hard to make. And if you want to see me do Inkwell Isle 2, leave a comment down below. But anyways, I'll see you guys later.